Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your man already, George Page, coming to you live on YouTube. Like I said, if you follow me, you see in the on the channel. Uh, let's see. I'm sorry. Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your man already, George Page, coming to you live on YouTube. Now, if you follow me, you see in on my channel, I have set up an interview with you know, Brittany, Big Lemonade, um, Brooks. I sent her the link, hoping she thought I'm waiting her to respond. Uh, we just sit here and chit chat for a minute. Maybe we can get her to respond in a minute. Let me check some things. Yeah, like I said, yeah, this is she reached out to me about trying to do the interview. Yeah, and hoping, just waiting on her to respond. But like I said, this was a good weekend. I mean, we have a new president, and I'm kind of glad because Donald Trump is straight up just garbage. I don't know why he's just great disappointed in this country, and and it's just the struggle we had to go through the almost 4 years with him as president. Oh, there she is. There she is. Okay. And
Hey,
good afternoon.
how are you?
Hey, how you feeling? I'm
I'm
all
o-
right. How about you?
I'm good.
Anyway, yeah. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, I have on our stream today one Miss Brittany Big Lemonade Brooks. As you know, me and her did an interview a while back. Then something happened, and then try to get there, But like I
Like,
said, we finally got her on. Yeah, we finally got the stream, and and we just want to see how you doing, how things going, how's the kids, how's everything.
everything's settling down, so it's going. We
Hmm.
got virtual school going and regular school going, and starting to think. Trying to enjoy off season, but still thinking forward to
Oh, it's
what's
freezing
to
up. I don't
come
know
for
what it is.
next year. Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I know one point you said you were going to do the
yeah,
Arizona, and then you want to do Then I saw you like when you set up the contestants for figure for the for Chicago. You were on the list, but you started to skip that show.
yeah, and I skipped it, and I think I just really found out why. Um, I wasn't feeling very healthy, like, feeling myself. My energy level was really run down. Um, and I just realized I thought it was like corona or something because I really felt bad and went and got a corona
Yeah.
test and it wasn't corona. But come to find out that when you're training like really hard like that, if you have any type of underlying illness, I have the sickle cell trait, and so I feel like I may have pushed myself almost to like a crisis point.
Hmm.
And so that's when I realized I needed to pull out of Arizona and kind of figure out what's going on with my body and just, enjoy regular food in the off season and just
Yeah.
not, be more strategic about the way I go about it next year.
Hmm. I take everything one step at a time. I understand that because
Yeah.
sickle cell. If a lot of people don't know, it's a disease that affects a lot of mostly black people. And
Yes.
I've been
Yes.
tested. I don't have the trait. Good luck at me, especially my family, because my mother she was diabetic.
Yeah.
I have one of my sisters. She has issue with diabetes. We have heart problems on both sides of my family. My father passed away from heart problems, and I had a sister who had a stroke, and
Oh my goodness, that's a
it's just
lot.
sometimes, yeah. She passed away about 3 years ago. My brother, he had also heart issues, but it's just a lot of things, especially with dealing with genetics. You never
Yeah.
tell Sometimes you go, I blame you, mom and dad.
Yeah. exactly.
But anyway, if you like I said, with the situation going on, I know last time we were talking that the situation about the dog is there
Oh
been
Lord.
settled or anything, or are you still talking with the neighbors?
Oh yeah, of course I still talk to the neighbors. The neighbors are good people. They actually put their dog down before I even made it home. Um,
Oh,
because our kids play together a lot. So, we just kind of learned to accept that both families are without a pet at this moment, and
yeah,
just
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Because I know when I made the video, I put it in, I used my uh, PayPal. I did have a few
yeah,
guys. They sent like I said that $30 essentially. That's what some of the guys sent.
yeah.
It's kind of slow. People kind of like, but I did get like some of
It's
my
okay.
followers sent some more money.
It's
Yeah, but like I
appreciated.
said, that's appreciated. That no, it is. But anyway, so wait, you're just gonna pretty much just take the rest of the season off, and are you gonna come back, or are you just gonna decide to take a little bit more time off?
No, I'm going to start. I can't live without it. Um, I'm gonna do a show in May, so I'll probably start my prep around January,
Hmm.
February. Try to enjoy a little bit of this holiday food, even though I can't. Like it's a mental thing. It's like sweet potatoes with sugar.
Yeah, I
Why?
know. Oh God. I remember my mom. We were coming up, especially around Thanksgiving. She made now people that's if you're not from the black community, there's sweet potato pie and sweet potato bread. And sweet potato bread is just baked, in a pan, and yeah, it's like a how best way like a cut like baklava for the Greeks. That's what it was for us. And then I never been a
like
person about
cornbread,
pumpkin.
like cornbread,
Yeah,
but
but a little bit not as thick. Not as
yeah,
it's a little like yeah. But like I said, was it a how I just remember? There's like people talk about the difference between like pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie. But the
yeah,
thing with pumpkin, it don't have no taste to it. You got to put
no,
a little extra sugar to it, some seasoning, some spice. But a sweet potato is always sweet. And all I do is put some sugar in it, a little butter, a little that, and that's it.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. Well, oh, this is one of my on friends. My follow my subscribe. This is Marcus Bell. He like says, Big Lemonade, get to see you back finally, and say hello, Marcus to Big Lemonade. I know
Hey,
he was here the
Marcus.
last time we were doing an interview. Yeah, he's
Okay,
pretty cool.
so he
Yeah,
saw me. He saw me running off to go save the dog and all that stuff.
yeah. He was there
Okay,
that time. Because I said I got
yeah.
quite a few people that pop on here. He's one of my regulars.
Are you
Anytime
going
I
to
do a
be
live
going?
stream,
Are you going to
like I
be going
said,
to
with
the?
this season almost up to the end.
Yeah.
What?
Are you going? Are you
What you say?
going to be going? To, are you going to be going to the Olympia yourself?
Can't afford it. And with things going right now, I wouldn't. I mean, right now, still, I think they have it. They have it in Vegas, and
Yeah.
still with
Oh,
I'm not taking no chances with
yeah.
coronavirus. Like I said, and plus, I live on a budget, so maybe if I save a little bit, yeah, like
Yeah.
when I used to go to strip club, I said I'm balling on a budget. And that's how it is sometimes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I like that 50 Cent song, "You a window shopper." Yeah, I'm a window shopper. You know,
you
I'll,
just
I'll
you
save my money
accept
for
it.
yeah, because I save my money for certain girls, and that's it. I have like you have your favorites, and but like I
Yeah.
said, with this is like I said, I know this is gonna be like I said, return for your bodybuilding to Olympia. I wouldn't mind going. Maybe I might go next year if things a little bit so. And like I said, right now I'm in the process. Like I said, where I stay at. I'm I was living with my mother. She passed away. Where I said I'm staying here till they find me a new apartment, and then once they give me and I was taking care of her. When she passed away, they had told me, well, I had to change. I could stay here until they find me something like maybe a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment because and it's just that's how it is
Yeah.
when you live in a housing authority. It's just yeah, yeah. But it's all right. Like I said, my nephew come out and stay. My nieces visit me. My sister she lives across from me, so I go over there every now and then. But most of the time I'm just here. There's not much else to do. I mean, I live with
So
I live with a one
are
light
y'all
town.
are y'all gonna
Hmm?
do the holidays together?
Well, like I was asking my older sister if you want to come over here to the house here, but she's not. ready for that. So she's gonna have her holidays at her house. I might go over there for a little bit. She has a small house. This is a house with more room, and the kitchen's a little bit more up to date than hers. Her kitchen's like, it's like when you go in there, you have to go like. But like I say, it's a we probably, because it's always been tradition. We always did most of the holidays here at my mom's. Because it's
Yeah.
just yeah. Because one time we talked about going out, and one time I said, "Ma, I ain't gonna go out to eat. We stay here. We do it here." That's my mom.
It's easier.
But I know,
Yeah.
yeah, it's easier. It's easier. So anyway, what's your predictions for the Olympia? You think?
Which
Who
category?
you think? Well, since you're physique, so I say physique, and then we go next over to bodybuilding.
Physique. Lois Lane is going to come in really tight. Um,
Yeah, I've not
strategically,
seen her. I follow her.
strategically, politically speaking, genetically, Shanique is almost untouchable. But I think
Hmm.
that they're going to start
Yeah,
making
Shanique.
room.
Yeah, I feel like I think Shanique's gonna get it. I think uh Danielle might make the top three, maybe. Then you
Yeah.
got I think you still got Olivia Bash. She might
Yeah.
make it top two, three, four. And
She
then
and hers will be for presentation. As far as like
mm,
symmetry, Shanique got it. They have to outbeat her because she's a champion. As far as
yeah,
conditioning with symmetry and with the flow and posing and confidence, Lois Lane I love her. Like personality is amazing. I
yeah,
just would want to see her coming in like super super conditioned for this next show because I feel like it could have went a different direction for Chicago if her presentation wasn't so amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like she could come in tighter, I guess is
yeah,
what I'm saying. And
yeah.
then that would be your
'Cause I
top
know-
three.
yeah, yeah, that'd be top three. And then okay, for bodybuilding, who you got?
Interesting. I think
Yeah.
Mila is going to get in the top three.
Mm,
Uh they got some nice ones coming up. Rishana keeps on pulling, top one, top two. She's definitely gonna be in there, and I hope that her glutes come in like super tight because that would be really nice for her to
yeah.
do that this year. Hill, obviously, she's a reigning champion forever, like for
Mm.
the Wings of Strength. Um, I'm thinking it might be at those ones. I know Hill's gonna be top two, like regardless, and Rishana is gonna
Well,
be definitely top three.
well, my picks are kind of different. I think it's gonna be Margie V. Martin. She probably take it,
Ooh, yeah, I forgot.
and yeah, Margie. And Margie, she got killer quads. She always,
Yeah,
she's, you know,
and
yeah,
the
her
beauty,
quads is
the
just that's what.
flow, the confidence, like
Yeah,
everything. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And then you got Iris coming back, and if Iris can come and sing it, she did 6 years ago, she's possibly top three, top five.
yeah.
And
I
then
wouldn't take that
also,
away. Yeah,
yeah, and then Andrea Shaw, she's amazing. Her physique is, I mean, great shoulders, great pectorals. I mean, she is. I mean, I know she did physique, but she made the right jump
to
to
go back. And
bodybuilding because
so and that's why I'm thinking that that Mela may be part of that too, because a lot of the women that are transitioning from physique to bodybuilding, it's almost like
yeah,
the look that they're wanting a more soft look.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
agree with your picks. Your
it-
picks are nice because Margie is almost
yeah,
untouchable when it comes to like the beauty and the
yeah,
flow and the femininity of the big muscles. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Cause I say the top five probably most definitely is gonna be. I know Margie's gonna be the top. Her, I think most definitely Margie, Andrea, and Iris might be the top three. Then I think Mila might make fourth, if not fifth. You have Asha Hadley. She might make in the top five. And then I think the bottom out probably
so
Mona. What's her
you're
face
not
from
putting
Italy?
so you're not putting Hell in there anywhere top five.
Well, yeah, I put Hill in top five. Most
Okay,
definitely top five.
Okay.
most definitely because she's returning. She's a two-time Miss
Exactly. You got
female.
to give us
She'll
something
be
up
top
there.
five,
Yeah.
and then I think the bottom out the I think the rest of the bottom five probably gonna be I think Mila, uh, the chick that won the Europe show, Zamalova, and
Oh yeah,
then
she's
let's see
good.
who else, and then also
Margarita.
maybe who?
Is her name Margarita
Uh,
Zamalova?
yeah, Margarita Zamalova,
Yeah.
and possibly I think Teresa Invek and
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna
and
pull top 10. Yeah, Wings of Strength and that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Nikki Chartrand. And Nikki Chartrand. Those are the ones that
That's
because they're
it.
mostly
That's the top 10
ambassadors
then.
and
Yeah.
yes, top 10. But like I said, it's just it's gonna be a pretty good show. I wouldn't mind going because I always want to go to a show. Mostly I was working, I couldn't afford it, I didn't have the time.
Yeah.
It's just but when right now with Corona going around, I don't take no chances. I don't because
It's not as
I
fun
think
anyway.
I'll wait to see. Yeah, because I think I know when they had the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic, they had to just do the show and they closed down the whole
Yeah.
convention part because
It
and
kind of
that
and
was
it
the
take that
one
takes
oh
that takes away from all the fun because that's what the fun
yeah
part about going is about.
yeah getting to meet some of the getting to meet some of the competitors, going to some of the vendors like that. That's why often I heard and I know the Tampa. It wasn't something. I think I follow somebody say it wasn't some fun as it usually is, and then the problem was they had at least about 20 some physique women, and you only had 7 female bodybuilders.
I was
And I
there.
think they were like they could have been yeah, and there could have been 3 or 4 that could have jumped over to
Me.
bodybuilding, like
Yeah,
and
that
they
was
probably gotten
that
pretty
was
good because I
very good.
know Madame Day won that show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
She did.
Madame Day won that show, and you know, I think like maybe if somebody else came in, they probably would have took first place down Ladon. And I follow Gina Akowski. I follow her. We often talk back and forth on IG. She's going to be there. I don't think I like Janine, but I don't think she's going to make the top 10. She probably. Uh,
We're talking about physique, right?
I don't. I'm not going to say she's going to tie for 16th. No, Janine Akowski. That's bodybuilding.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. That's Yeah, and she may not because I follow her. She may not make the top 10 at the bodybuilder show. She might. If she's lucky, she might. If she don't reach the tie for the bottom, if she's lucky, because she's a great poser. She has a great poser routine.
Yeah.
She also won best poser the last few years. She was part of that envoy last year when they won the Rising Phoenix. It was her, Nikki Chartrand, Amona Purcell, I think Christina
You are a super fan.
Mendoza. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm a super fan. I'm a smoke. You should know that by now. We follow you. You know, you know. And like I said, oh yeah, I got somebody said this guy named John Freeling. He said Andrea Shaw is amazing, but I feel Helen Golden Girl. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, yeah, I agree,
She's the
John.
golden
Going to
girl,
do a
but
show. Yeah, because I know I saw doing an interview with Alina and Linda Murray. Was it this weekend? And she's been doing pretty good. I mean, I remember that year when she won the Rise of Phoenix. She was just excited because she got the new car, and then she wanted was it last year she got another car. No, no, no. She got the Jeep the first time and then got the other
they're like a
car.
sports car or
And
something.
and I think it was a Dodge Hellcat,
Mm-hmm.
because she had a Jeep. And I think it said she couldn't keep the Jeep. I remember she said that she had to sell it. I think she sell it back to the Wings of Strength. Because it's hard. You got to think about it. Even though you live in LA, you need a car. 2 automobiles. That's hard to keep insurance, especially if you're living on
Okay.
as a bodybuilder. Because especially if she at first was she had that I think it was a Hummer by the looks of it. But like anyway, you say you're gonna do a show in May, and which show that's
Mhm.
gonna be?
I'm looking for the Optimum Classics. So it's supposed to be in Shreveport, kind of close. Won't have I can like drive to it,
Hmm.
and show out hopefully.
Well, I wish hope you could look at that because, like I said, really, there's so many shows out there. But like I said, and especially for physique, because physique's this idea is going back to closer to the like classic physique, like the
Hmm.
like about the '90s, like Linda Murray and Laura
Hmm.
Creval and Vicky Gates. I love Vicky Gates. I'm a big fan of Vicky Gates. Um, you know, uh, Kim Shavetsky, who this is kind of to me is a hardcore bodybuilder fan. She kind of slapped Bobby in the face when she went to the fitness. And you are a
Yeah.
four-time Miss Olympia, and you jumped to fitness, and then you didn't do too good. But like I said, you started out in figure. Well,
Sorry.
where?
Can you hear me?
Oh, we have lost. Like I said, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, but you start out in figure originally, and then you switch
Yes.
to, you know. Did you ever feel out, you what was it like? What was your reason that you feel like you did better as a physique competitor than compared to being a figure?
So I just got my pro card last year, and it was just like I always like to challenge myself. So when I started that prep, I was like, if I'm gonna do figure, I might as well go hard and just get conditioned for physique. And as my body started making progress, I was like, I'm just gonna do both. So my goal was to actually take overall with both of those. And in that time, I actually got, you know, won my class in both, got my pro card in both. And I just started being honest with my physique and looking at it and how my build is and which category I actually enjoy doing the most. And that is physique. You get to move around more. My waist isn't as little as some of those other girls' waists. And so the taper is like super important in figure. With physique, I
Yeah,
can play around and I can hold a little bit more weight. So then I'm like, okay, I can eat a little more, a little less cardio. You still have to work hard. You're still pushing heavy weight, but it just seemed like a more natural fit for my body.
yeah. And then you kick off damn high heels.
Huh? Oh yeah, no, I don't need the
Then you kick
heels.
off those high heels.
They don't. They only get to do 4 poses. Like it looks
Yeah.
cute and dainty, but we get like a whole 2 minutes on stage to do our thing. So you know, it's a little bit more rewarding as well.
Yeah, I felt personally they might as well cut out figure because you got bikini, you have wellness now, and I've seen a lot of the figure girls jumping up to physique, and then you still have fitness, and and fitness is kind of like parts of it where physique came from kind of like from fitness, where you just cut out the doing a lot of the gymnastic part of it.
Yeah.
But you might as well just cut it out and just because you already have with wellness, it's kind of like it's the big girls, the girls with the bigger bottoms, who are who are too big for bikini, who are don't have enough muscle for physique. And, that's kind of is it, or they
You
just
you
don't
and you
want to
actually bring up a
sweat
good
themselves to death
point.
trying to.
Yeah, you bring up a good point though, because
Hmm.
with them pushing women's bodybuilding right now, that is a lot of different divisions. So it would make sense almost to do bikini, wellness, physique, and women's bodybuilding. Because, figure isn't really
Yeah,
presenting anything much different than, like you said, the other ones.
yeah, yeah. Because you really just like I just saw. I just watched a video with the interview with Christina Mendoza, and she decided to take off this year because she wants to work better with her muscle because she's young. She's like I think about 20, 29, and I look at her. She's a little bit more bottom heavy,
Mm-hmm.
and her quads a lot bigger. And at one point, she think about doing wellness, but to me, I think she might be better off at wellness because she doesn't have a lot of definition, especially in her arms.
Mm-hmm.
She has the look. She's attractive. I think she, because I know wellness is very popular, like down in Brazil and South America, and that's why they brought it up into the IFBB. and I think she probably fit better for that than bodybuilding. I know she started as physique, but she's still young. I think she ain't got her muscle hasn't matured yet to the level
Yeah.
where to compete with the top heavy hitters.
So how long do
But
you
one
think
thing,
that as you being a super fan, how long do you feel like it takes the muscle to mature?
well, so see, now you have some obsession to the rules, like you know, there's this one bodybuilder. She's from Russia. She's 25 years old. She took fifth at the Europa Championships, and she's very muscular. But there's always been a suspect by Russian, certain, and But I think many of some of the greats didn't start maturing until about, I would say, if you start bodybuilding in your early 20s, and you're the type of person that takes you a long while, especially with Christina, she's more thick. She's being ethnic. It's harder, especially being an ethnic
Yeah.
woman. It's harder because you have higher body fat ratio than women who are white or Asian,
Yeah.
and especially women being Latina, you know,
Oh yeah.
and it's just it takes might take a little bit longer for her muscle to develop. I mean, I think she started in her mid 20s, and now she turned pro about a couple of years ago, and she's still working on some things. And I think it might be, I would say, 3 or 4 more years before she really gets to level like someone like I would say who I'm trying to think of, like Iris Kyle or
Oh
Linda
wow.
Murray,
Yeah.
or maybe just there's some legends that really didn't really get to their level until they get to a certain point. Like one of my favorites is Bev Francis, and when
Hmm.
Bev Francis came to the game, she just totally changed the face of bodybuilding. You know, and like he's talking about, no, I'm not talking about Natalia. John, it's another female bodybuilder from Russia. Not the not Amazonica, not the big Russian chick. No, it's another. This is a guy named John. I'm checking. No, not Natalia. No. Yeah, I forgot the name. I think her name is Anastasia. That's the name of that chick's name. But like I said, it's just uh, it's just it takes some time, and it takes a lot of development, working, and passion. I mean, I've seen some bodybuilders that come and gone. Some that, like, there's one bodybuilder I used to remember when I was coming up, Tina Lockwood, and she was big, she was amazing, she was young, and she was huge. I think she was in her 20s, and then she came in and she was gone. She was like the Bobby Fischer of female bodybuilding. She came in, she had great muscle, great development, and she had worked a little more. But like I said, she just you know, I can't even find any. She don't. I don't think she has any social media anything. You
Oh
know,
wow.
it's, yeah. It's just, I think I'm hearing stories here and there. There's one bodybuilder I used to remember by Denise Rusowski. Remember her? She almost could have won Miss Olympia back in '93, and then she just kind of disappeared because I think she had some issues. I know those scenes of pictures of her. She was living somewhere in Texas, and then one point there's even pictures of her. She got arrested for some charges.
Oh,
She got a beard and everything. I mean, all you got to do. But I've seen so many great female bodybuilders that came and just become legends, and those ones that had so much, what I call it, promise and potential, and
mm-hmm.
walk away. I know
It
I
is.
follow.
It's easy to walk away. I'll definitely say it's easier to walk away than to keep pushing. There are so many obstacles, um, and it's every day is just a mental struggle.
Yeah,
So
because
it's
it's
it's not for the faint of heart, definitely. And everybody has different goals. So her goal may have just been to do what she did, and she accomplished it. So
but like I
everybody doesn't
said,
aspire to be Miss Olympia.
yeah, yeah. But like I said, how long you think would your goal would be? What do you think would you, if you hit, like, if you ever get a chance to Miss Olympia, you say, you know what, I'm gonna put my guns down like the old gunslinger and just walk away.
What would make me walk away?
Yeah.
Aside from life circumstances, if everything was going well in bodybuilding, I'm competitive. So
Hmm.
I would want the 11th title and then I'll walk away.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, we're being realistic. I'm 34. So that would put me like 50 something, which would be an achievement in and of itself. Um,
No. Yeah, I know there's quite a few bodybuilders. I know Irina Anderson. She's like I think in her early 50s.
yeah.
I know Yaxenia King's coming back and she should be about 52, 53. I know there's a bodybuilder that I was trying to get a set of interview by the name of Wanda Carsmere. She was helping another bodybuilder by the name of Michelle Brandt, and she competed at the Tampa show, and she helped her get ready for the Chicago Pro. And I've been, I know Michelle's been in the game for a long time, you know, and she came back. And she's like 62, 63, and there's a
Golly.
body, yeah, and there's another bodybuilder that I follow by the name Maria Flores. Now she competed at the Tampa show. I think she did the Savannah, and she's like about 58, 59, and she's thinking about after this, I think maybe next season will be her last season. Yeah.
It's
And I
hard.
went to
It's hard to. I mean, they
yeah,
really love it. And
yeah, because
so,
I know I follow a certain bodybuilder. We often chat. She told me that you have to have a love for the sport
yeah,
because it's not a lot of money for it. I mean, I know where mostly where pretty much, yeah, Irene's 54. That's what John told me. This John, he's a follow female body 3 to 2. So but I know was it? I'm about to say. I know she told me you have to have really a passion for the sport because you don't get much money compared to the guys.
no,
I know one show, was it I know was it the one show a guy can get at least $10,000 for first place, and then if he gets third, he gets as much as a first place for a woman, like for a first place woman in a show, and that's kind of it's kind of fair. I mean, it's not like you can't spread the wealth. I
yeah,
think like yeah, if especially if you okay, I know that right now with the Rise of Phoenix, that's the show that has the biggest prize
yeah,
money. I don't know, like with Jake Woods, he might have up the prize money for the Miss Olympia. 'Cause I used to remember back in the day when Corey Everson and they used to compete, they used to get at least about to almost about 100 grand for a show. And
yeah.
then I
So
think
that's yeah. He's doing that for women's bodybuilding right now. That pot for that show, and I think the goal is to make um a lot more of the shows have that type of money aligned with it. But that's why they have to make it more marketable as well. So women, so people will
yeah,
want to come see women's
yeah,
bodybuilding.
yeah. 'Cause I know some women they have to. Like, I talked to some few bodybuilders I follow and said that some have to do like video and photos shows after the shows because that's when
Yeah.
y'all are y'all are most vascular,
Oh yeah.
y'all condition because us the smoles we get excited about it. Yeah, because and like it's just a way to make your money. And
Yeah.
I know there's something you wouldn't do, but I know quite a few have started doing OnlyFans,
Yeah.
as the way to, 'cause especially with things going right now, because it's quick money, it's easy. You put up like uh, I think it's like some have like a $10, $15 a month subscription. Some might have like 30 or 40 for like 3 or 4 months. I mean, even I follow I follow MMA, and there's a lot of some female MMA fighters who also start doing that. But like I
Yeah.
said, it's just there's that side to it because there's such a fetish for it. And there's a lot of guys will follow because like I know Jay Fuchs, that's one, she has one. I follow Virginia Sanchez, she has one. I think I was talking about this one body that I was talking to one of my ladies I talked to, Lisa Cross, and one reason why she is not doing so well because she does you know full hardcore adult films, and if it that's like you said, the judges punish her
Yeah.
for that reason. But I remember years ago there was a bodybuilder by the name of Anita Grando, and she did a photo session for Playboy. She was suspended for a whole year, came back, and then they changed the rules because I know there's a lot of them now. I mean, there's one bodybuilder right now named Rhonda Lee, who I posted to set up for an interview sometime soon. She talked about how she got into it. There's also another one by Ravit Bova. She had a list of she had her own adult set. She worked with one of my favorite male porn stars, Shawn Michaels. Yeah. I wanted to do Lexington Steel, and you there's one guy I
Oh
can't.
Lord.
There's one guy I can't stand. I'm telling you, I can't stand. I don't care how hot the chick is. That's Wesley Pipes. Oh my God, that he just drives me. You know who I'm talking. You know who I'm talking about. As soon as I said that name, you know who I'm talking about.
He
Yeah,
talked too
get
much.
that.
He talked too much.
There's a director right over there. You wouldn't even think. Director, there's a director. He said, oh God, he drives me crazy. But like I said, with the season about over, there's like I believe 3 more shows left. You have the Romania, because you've been to the Romania Muscle Fest.
Yeah.
And how was that like going to another country and competing over there?
Life changing. It was beautiful. You realize how fortunate you are to participate in a sport that is global. Um, and you just get, it opens up your eyes to opportunities to travel. Like, we both know that they have like the Arnold Australia and things like that. And,
Mm-hmm.
it makes you, to me, it lit a fire. And I
Mm-hmm.
actually got to sit down with Linda Murray in Romania. And that was my pro debut.
Wow.
So it'll always be a special moment to me, so.
I really love Linda, because I wasn't too much of a big fan of hers, because but then when she started stepping up and helping female bodybuilding, because you know what, like I say, I follow certain other bodybuilders, and they say that Iris Kyle, which she, even though she's a 10-time Miss Olympia, she didn't do enough
Mhm.
promotion stuff for female bodybuilder. What I heard, and Linda, she's doing it because she's working with Jake Woods. She
Yeah.
got she has her she supposed to have, she had 2 shows. She has the Norfolk show, but it got canceled because of the coronavirus. And she has a
Mhm.
Savannah show. I think she's
Mhm.
supposed to. I think somewhere she's supposed to be working a show in Detroit also. And you have Alina. She's there's talk about she coming back, but now I think there's talk that now that she's an executive, is not, it may not
Yeah.
be touchy. Yeah,
Why? That but that's the thing that's great about them is that they were participants. They were great at the sport, but now they're also providing an opportunity for us, as followers, to do something else after the sport. So it's
yeah,
really cool to see them, and then they're bringing all of this attention to the sport and kind of commercializing it almost. They have their YouTube show, and it's just really
mhm.
cool.
Yeah. Because I know they did, because I that's where they did the interview with Hella. You
Burn it
know,
up.
and they did, they know they did a video, because I watch more of the bodybuilders ones. They, they bring a lot of physique, like mostly I watch some of the physique and some of the bodybuilders. I'm not into much of the bikini girls. It just, yeah, it's just, yeah. And I like I said, right now I'm working on uh like I say, I do this thing called MuscleTalk Mondays, where it's just me live stream talking about stuff and out things. And right now, I'm working on a story where I talk about how the difference between women like there's so few women in the industry that don't get breast implants. And I know you have breast
Oh
implants,
yeah,
yeah, because it's more for aesthetic reasons, for judging reasons.
you
But
have
there's those
to.
that, yeah, and there's those that, like like you remember the real Lois Lane, she doesn't have them. I know Andrea Shaw don't have them. There's a couple others I know who are competitors that don't have them. I remember years ago when Laura Craval, she got them, and the thing was she got hers was it under the pectorials, which
Hmm.
gave that spread look. And I
Hmm.
think somebody said that they put it down as one of the worst boob jobs in bodybuilding. And I've seen some women who have done new photo sections, and really they get really. I understand that you want to get a breast job, but sometimes they get really bad because they get really, they either just scarring real bad. I mean, I've seen some that look like they got, I don't know, uh, bowling ball cubes instead of just, it's just, yeah.
So what happens is when you get super lean like that and you don't have any fat, you end up seeing like the whole um, implant. So whatever it's made out of, then you're gonna see like that rippling
Yeah.
effect. So it's
Yeah, there was a bodybuilder I used to like. Her name was Winnie Masters, and she used to be. a stripper, before she came bodybuilder, and she came in. She used to always do tricks like like kind of like a pectoral dances, like doing like a puppet master.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, if like see if you do the Optima, would you do another show after that, or you gonna go take a break and just like maybe do a show, take some time off, and do another show, or how would you do it?
So I think part of the mistake I made this year was planning too many shows and planning instead of just planning to execute one and going full, what I'm saying, full throttle instead of thinking, okay, this is gonna be my warm-up show, this show I can do that. So I'm just thinking about May. If I win that show in May, I don't have to think about anything else until Olympia, whether it's September, December, whenever they try to do it. So ideally, that's going to be the goal. I don't want to run the the circuit next year.
Hmm.
That's
And like I said, so you just want to take things one day at a time.
yeah, basically one meal at a time, 1 gallon at a time, one carb at a time.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all here, y'all talking to get some knowledge from Big Lemonade Brooks. We got a cash app in there. You want to send a little something? She'd be appreciated. That it helps her out in the long run. Also, you had a bad experience about a couple of weeks ago
I've
where
had a
you
lot of bad
got
experiences this month,
yeah
but
yeah, but the one that sticks out to me is like your car wreck. I mean, how
yeah.
are you feeling? Are you still sore? Are you all right?
I'm a little bit sore. My shoulder is a little sore, but I've been, mostly trying to go without pain medicine because I want to feel it for one. And for two, I don't like the way I look because I'm holding water and everything right now,
Yeah.
so I'm a little vain like that. But
And go ahead.
I was just gonna say,
And you,
I'm taking my time getting back into the gym. I did go lift the other day, but I don't want like I'm really trying to just if I can maintain my weight by just diet and rest and relax and try to recover, I think that's gonna be like the best thing for me. Cause we know I have the weight. It'll just come down to me doing the conditioning when the time gets there. So I'm just learning how to relax and really try to be a professional about my body and my job and my job as an athlete and learning myself in those small details. So that's where we're at right now, a growing process.
yeah, yeah. See, John Freeling saying, tell her Texas Stand Up. I definitely follow her on Instagram. So Texas Stand Up.
All
And
right, tell
also,
thank
yeah, she said, thank you, John. Thank you. But also, you got the package I sent you, and I know you said
yes.
that the those pads would help you out. And like I told you,
They help me recover so much. Like, yes, absolutely.
yeah,
And let me
and
tell
yep,
you that foot cream, I don't know what is in that foot cream, but it found some rough skin I didn't even know existed. And then it started peeling off of my hands where I have calluses from lifting. I'm like, that's a miracle cream. I don't know what's
well,
in it.
I used to, me and my mother was part of this thing, and I used to buy her some for that. And she couldn't walk or stand too much. We used to have to move around with a hoy lift. And
Yeah.
I bought her that cream because for her feet, especially she's diabetic, and you got to be careful
Yeah.
with her feet. One time when she was doing rehab, she came back. She had this black ugly mass on the heel of her foot, and we had to see a foot doctor and get take care of it. And sometimes I just rub the cream on her feet,
Yeah.
because it helped her out. Because and I thought maybe you might use something like that because I know you do a lot of weightlifting, you got to do a lot of cardio,
And I
so
don't take care of myself. So I was like, oh my gosh. Like, thank
yeah.
you so much.
How the kids feel about they got to say, Mom, we got to work your feet.
I didn't even bother with them. I tempted them with it, and I was like, you know what? I got it. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna rub my own feet. So
Yeah,
they
yeah, I
looked they
know.
looked a little disgusted, and I was like, I don't even want y'all to halfway do my feet. I'm gonna do it.
It's like that episode of Martin when Shanae said, "You got to work my feet." Well, like I said, like this is a great interview, fellas. Show your like, show your and anyway, if like I said, you're a massage, right?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said you study you're a massage therapist, right?
Yep, I'm a massage therapist.
I study flexology too.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to Millamont. I was gonna think about doing that for a couple of years and go to another school, and but then my car broke down, so I couldn't go back and forth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to work at my old job. I used to one of my jobs, like I said before, I used to work nights at a strip club, and sometimes one of the girls asked me to give rubber shoulders, and I mean one night I made like about $100. Hey, you got to think about it. You swing on that pole all night, and you get a little sore. But anyway, I love her voice. She has fellas, guys. A woman with a voice like that is, just beautiful. You just love it. It's just nice, and yeah. Don't be embarrassed. It's just, yeah. Come on.
Oh
I'm a
my
smo. We're smo. We gotta be honest about it. We're just weirdos over you, ladies. A muscle. You beautiful.
It's okay. You know what? It's a good thing. You make the
Yeah,
world
because I
go
know.
round.
Yeah, because I know. I talk to you ladies. They say they get these guys who just like, like, oh God, she got muscle. I mean, she try to be a man, and I said, well,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, she's not trying to be a man. She's an athlete. You don't say that
Yeah.
about people like Marion Jones, or you don't say that about Lisa Leslie, or you don't
They
say that
do.
about
They do.
yeah.
They
I mean,
do. But
like
yeah.
I said, these women, like ESPN has a thing every so often where they have, the ladies do like kind of a partially nude thing. I know one of my favorites is Serena Williams. Oh my God, I love Serena. Oh my God, that. Oh God, Venus is all right, but Serena's
Yeah.
that. Oh. I remember the time she wore that
Yeah.
black Puma suit. Oh my God. I mean, it's like two pillows. That's the thing is that people don't say that y'all, even though y'all are competitive athletes, y'all still women, and
Yeah.
you like things like girly things like getting your nails done. You like wearing a nice little dress. I mean, I seen your Facebook stuff, and you dress really nice, and I know, and if you don't, this is what this is about. I respect your commitment to the sport. How you
Yeah.
work hard, you diet, you take your time, your dedication, like Floyd Mayweather, hard work, dedication, and it usually pays off,
Yeah.
you know. But like I said, it's just you know we see it, we see you ladies. It's just something is like these like goddesses. Like I said before, when I got into female bodybuilding, was like my older brother used to play football, and he used to collect the muscle max. And when I was coming up, I was coming in the 80s, and the most popular cartoon character at the time was He Man. And I remember this comedian saying that He Man was he transformed from a weak white boy to a strong black man. So, and then I followed like there's a bodybuilder by name Tom Plaza, and I always believed that he was the blueprint for the He Man. And then the women came, and this is a totally different world for me. Seeing these women, because I'm from the South, like you. I'm from the South, I'm from North Carolina, and our women are thick and fuller, a little bit. But this is just see a woman from a totally different spectrum. It's just different. And
Yeah.
then like I do, like especially people feel like guys like me that we might be come say come stop, but it'd be one thing if I had a well I do have a man crush. I'm a big Schwarzenegger fan. Arnold. Lou Ferrigno, Lee Haney.
You're
I
just
like
a
those.
fan. You're a fan of the sport,
Yeah,
and you're an admirer of a nice physique. Like I can say the
yes,
same thing. I
yeah,
admire women's physique, but
hmm
I love men. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah. But like I said, you say that this. Who's your favorite? I will say this. Okay, past and current. Who's your favorite female bodybuilder?
female
Yeah,
past, I'm gonna say Linda because of the relationship that I feel like I've grown to have with her, even like just from that conversation. Um, and what she's doing right now with the sport. And just as a black woman and her realness and genuineness and her love for God. As far as the best woman in the sport right now,
yeah,
like presently in the league,
yeah.
me, I just ain't got my head right yet.
Confidence, confidence. Yeah, this is my man Combo
Just
Breaker
need to get it
99
all
came in.
together.
Yeah, this is my man. This is my man. Shout out to my man Combo Breaker 99 because I like his name because remember that game Killer Instinct
Yeah.
Combo Breaker. Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
name. I like he's really cool. I really appreciate he come out here and I appreciate him supporting me. And like I said, he said now with the men, who was your favorite, past and present?
Uh, Past, I'm gonna say Lee Haney, and that's
Alina.
because I've listened to the things that he's doing right now and just how he's used his gift to impact the sport. Um, Most definitely that. I have to give all accolades to that. As far as men, I'm not gonna sit here in front and act like I'm the best, well versed person in regards to the men, but I do like that Breon went from classic physique to 212 and
Mm-hmm.
how his body moved along the way. It looks really good, and I'm jealous of the way he can do a vacuum.
Yeah. Well, I heard somebody talk about that. The one guy talk about is that guy Big Ramy from Egypt.
Yeah,
He's really popular. And I think Dexter Jackson, he's coming back to the scene. I heard about
yeah.
that one too. Yeah. But anyway, uh, I know you got your kids are back there.
Yeah, you hear him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and I know you got things you want to do.
yeah.
But I
But
do
I
appreciate you.
thank you for giving me the chance to redo this
No
interview.
problem, no problem, no problem. I appreciate the time you gave me because, like I said, my channel is kind of growing. I did an interview with a MMA fighter by the name of Lovett Patrick Young about a couple of weeks ago. I'm trying to get some more interviews in because I want to reach this channel to grow, and I really want to support y'all ladies because y'all don't get enough support. Because everybody's it still feel like female bodybuilding is just. Because I remember years ago, there's always talking about there's gonna be a nail in the coffin female bodybuilding. It's still surviving, especially physique. Physique is just
Yeah,
a part of that. Because if it wasn't for people like Rachel McLeish and Carla Dunlap and Corey Everson and Beth Francis, you ladies wouldn't be
yeah,
here today because and it's the
absolutely.
past. Yeah, it's the past. And you got to watch with the future. Yes, the girls are getting bigger. Yes, the girls are getting more muscle, but you still want to stick with that ideology. But at the same time, when a sport evolves, you have to evolve with it.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think just like we discussed, there's a vision for almost everybody at this point. So even as the sport grows and your body grows and changes, you can still find somewhere where you can fit in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good.
Any, yeah. But anyway, I do appreciate your time.
Yeah.
You're a busy woman,
Yes.
and like I said, I hope everything turns out well for you. We would love to see you come back. We love to see you be on the stage and blast them all out. You know, and like I said, be careful of us smos. So but like I said, I want to say thank you and to one Miss Brittany Big Lemonade Brooks. And
Thank
this
you
is your
for
man,
having me.
Auto George Page. You're welcome. You're welcome, darling. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Nah, nah,
And
nah.
like, and just this for the smokes out there, give them a good bicep shot.
A good bicep shot.
Yeah. So for this for you fellas, if you can't sleep tonight.
Hmm.
All right. This is your man,
Thank
Auto
you.
George Page. You're
Bye.
welcome. And we're out.